Good morning, everybody. This is PG Mac here, and I'm here today to tell you the story of how I went about finding my dream 100 clients and how I showered them each and every day with valuable content, just like what you're seeing now. This was my 1%. So this is me, this is who I am, and this is what I do. Now, my question, as always, to you guys is, would you like to know how to advertise your course for free on the first page of Google within 24 hours? Then if yes, please hang around for the end of this mercifully short video where I'm going to be giving you a free tip, a free pointer each day as to how to advertise your videos on the first page in front of your dream clients. That is really important. Okay, so again, we're back to this slide there. This is my dream 100, and this was my idea there. I'm trying to, capture just the 1% of people. I'm not trying to capture the whole wide world, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to look for my little tiny 1%. Okay, this is the 1% encapsulated within the hand. So these are the type of people there that I went after. So I decided there that my course, icandor.net, it can go out and it can help the following types of people. This is what I've proven there time and time again. And these are the types of people, the types of services there they provide. It's not an exhaustive list, but those are most of the types of people there that I will help and serve on a daily basis. So the two questions I get asked most commonly by customers and prospects alike are, hey PG Mac, how can I generate more quality leads? How can I generate more traffic for my store to my dream clients in order for them to purchase my course, my book, my SaaS product, my service? So the answer that I say to them always is YouTube. And they look at me in stunned disbelief. YouTube? Now think about this for a second. YouTube is the third largest social media portal in the world. So Facebook and Instagram, number 1, Twitter is number 2, LinkedIn is number 4. Okay, we'll come back to them later. Those are very, very important in our marketing wagon wheel. But YouTube is by far and above my favorite one. This is the one that rocks. Why? Because it's not only a social media portal, it's also a search engine. It's the second largest search engine. There's over 1 billion hours of content that are being searched for each and every single day during this craziness, this pandemic times. But remember, it's the only social media portal where your content will continue to grow exponentially. You can, of course, boost your posts on Facebook ads, etc. But after you've finished boosting them, they will fall down to the bottom of your feed forever and a day. Whereas with YouTube, the number of views will increase exponentially. Think about that for a second. Once you've got your video up there for a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, YouTube has been going since 2005. Google acquired it in 2007. So it's now been there under the mantle, under the cosh of Google for the last 13 years. And they're just, as I just gave away there, YouTube is owned by these guys. Of course, it's Google. And what I'm talking about here is that if we do things properly, and if we adhere to the Google algorithm, which we have carefully and painstakingly reverse engineered over the past 2 years, then you can, without any question, you can appear systematically on the front page of Google, even for competitive keywords, So remember what I'm offering here. I'm offering an 8-step product blueprint for a course. And what we do is we break everything down in terms of the problems that we're trying to solve, how we solve them, the transformational benefits that the consumer will go through, and the tools and resources there that we use. For example, YouTube, and the tools there and resources that we use in association with YouTube and the Google Alliance. And remember, you'll be free from Google slaps forever because YouTube is their favorite child. Oh yes, and the clever tip I promised you at the beginning of the video, how to get in front of these dream customers, how to get in front of these 1%. Think about this now. I go into this in much, much more detail in the course. This is something that's called a Venn diagram. And let's say, for example, we equate the man in the colorful photograph there, of course, President Donald Trump. And let's say he was to go out, and I'm just trying to do an analogy here, don't be alarmed, but he was to order a missile strike on all politicians in the world, on all actors in the world, on all bodybuilders in the world. Then he wouldn't sect himself. He would probably be directing two missiles upon himself, because Donald Trump is also a politician, whether you love him or whether you hate him. And Donald Trump was also an actor. He was on the reality TV shows, for example, The Apprentice from the US. And Donald Trump was not a bodybuilder. So now let's think about this for a second. If Donald Trump was to apply, let's say, logic, they're the 1%. And if Donald Trump was to go after all, let's say, politicians who are also actors and who are also, or who were also bodybuilders, then who would he be striking at? He would be striking at the men in the photograph. There are, from the top left, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor of California, also an actor, politician. And then next to him is Sean Connery, a very young Sean Connery in 1953. Wow, 67 years ago, amazing. But then this is Sean Connery. He came third in Mr. Universe competition. And then below that is Flex Wheeler. Now Flex Wheeler is undoubtedly a bodybuilder. He was also a part-time actor, but he was not a politician. So for example, there, if we were to look at this, and if we were to apply the same logic through YouTube and Google, then what we can do is we can quickly target exactly the type of people that we want. So imagine there that you've got a product, a fitness product, a health product, a well-being product, which would serve politicians who are also actors and who are also former bodybuilders, former Mr. Universes. Can you imagine then you'd be striking immediately at people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and like Sean Connery, but not like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump was never a bodybuilder, and not Flex Wheeler, because Flex Wheeler was never a politician. So there, this just gives you an idea. It's a very, 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 very helpful tip. And then we will be back tomorrow with another little helpful tip on funnels. Okay, so that's it from me. And this is PG Max signing out, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye for now. Peace out.